Gary Johnson. Oh boy, Gary. You know, it seems like with our current presidential race, it seems like the worse you get in names, the farther down you get. I mean, first we got Jill Stein, who has the best name of all of them. I mean, I guess you could say Jack and Jill, but that's kind of a stretch. You know, then we got Chillery, Donald Duck, and Gary the Snail. Seriously, Gary Johnson, you're gonna be like, meow, libertarianism, meow, no minimum wage, meow, repeal the 13th Amendment. Okay, that last one's kind of a stretch. Gary Johnson never actually said that. But in a libertarian world, he couldn't sue me for slander, so I think I'm pretty dang safe. Gary Johnson. You know, I feel bad for just comparing you to Gary the Snail, because Gary the Snail is actually smarter than you. Now, Gary Johnson is a libertarian, and that's really all you need to know about him to know he's stupid. I know people like Penn Jillette and Drew Carey are supporting him. Also, is it just me or does Drew Carey look like Glenn Beck? Oh my god. Drew Carey is Glenn Beck. And Fred Savage is playing Michael Moore and Rush Limbaugh. Oh, and Bill Hicks and Alex Jones are the same person. And I'm Lance 1000. Oh my god. I gotta get to the media. Don't worry, media. I'm going to tell you. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I just realized. That's really stupid. And anyway, so what are Gary Johnson's actual policy positions? Basically, Gary Johnson's policy positions go like this. Make all regulations non-existent, unleash the free market. Which that in itself isn't a bad idea. However, Gary Johnson, what you don't seem to realize is, without a government, or at least with as small of a government as Gary Johnson proposes, you wanna know who's gonna make the laws? The corporations. Oh no! Only the extremely rich, and I don't just mean the 1%, I mean the 0.0000000000000.1%. I don't know why I did the second point. Would that make it mathematically incorrect? Okay, the point is the really freaking rich could survive in Gary Johnson's America. Because then the corporations will make all the laws. And there is nothing to stop them from doing that in Gary Johnson's America. And Gary Johnson's American positions are really nothing more than big letters of the corporations. Now, don't get me wrong, I agree with a few of the ideas Gary Johnson has. However, and this is especially to Bernie supporters, you want to know who you can go to instead who has all the great Gary Johnson ideas and other actually good ideas? Jill Stein. Not only will in Jill Stein's America everybody be able to use capitalism to their advantage, however, everyone will also have a fair chance, which I do not see happening in Gary Johnson's America, because Gary Johnson is nothing more than a glorified oligarchist. That's who you are, Gary Johnson, and that's who you always will be, just some glorified oligarchist. Libertarians in general contribute to an oligarchy without even knowing it, and that's what scares me about them, and that's what it comes down to, people. I'm Ephrom Joe, and I'm signing out. Good night.